Hey guys, hi. I know I have been away for a very long time, but I am back and I'm ready to fill you in on the madness on where I have been. It's kind of getting strange now. Every time I go away it's been a madness, but this time, guys, as you can tell by the title of this video, I have a story to tell you. Well, what I can remember of this story. So how about we just get straight up into this video and let me just get down to it. So, end of April, beginning of May, I got quite unwell. This crisis is my first crisis in 2 years. And when I say first crisis in 2 years, I mean like level 10, like even beyond 10. I want to say 150 this crisis was at. And I was so shocked by it. Like, because it had been so long, like I get my usual weekly crisis or a crisis that lasts 2 weeks and I'm good to go, manageable, I'm in pain, but I can still function. Honey, no. That was not the case for this crisis. I don't remember the date. By the way, I have been on a lot of painkillers since then. I am actually feeling a lot better, but I'm still having to take the odd painkiller here and there. But dead on at midnight, this pain came out of nowhere. And when I mean came out of nowhere, I was in my bed getting ready to fall asleep, and just as I got comfortable, you know that moment where you're just relaxed, you're ready to sleep, yeah, right there, just hit me like a truck. I got up as soon as I felt it. Like, I can't explain the shock over my whole and entire body. I shot up, and then as soon as I tried to get out of my bed, the same way I shot up out of my bed, I could not move my legs. I could not get them to work with me. It took me about 5-10 minutes just to get into the middle of the hallway, close enough in my house to just call out my mum and tell her a crisis had started. I was getting warning signs, but I didn't really pay heed to it. Like, I really wasn't listening nor paying attention. I just thought it would have been just one of those crises that I could just, okay, cool, it's a crisis, I can get over it. No. By about 1 o'clock now, I had already taken my painkillers, and by painkillers I mean codeine, ibuprofen and paracetamol all together. I should have known I was going to need something 100 times stronger, but I did not want to take the oxycodone. I really did not want to take oxycodone. But as it progressed, I had to go on to oxycodone. Not that I wanted to, but it had to happen. I had no choice in the matter. Anywho, now, by this point, I was in searing pain. I already knew I would not be sleeping. I would not be comfortable. I was crying. I was all over the place because the pain was everywhere. And I mean completely everywhere, from head to toe. Every step was agony. Every movement under my bed covers was burning, searing pain against my skin. I don't know why, but that's what it was. It was like a sensitive burn. So I was very uncomfortable. My knees, no matter where I put my knees, even if I had a cushion between my legs, hot water bottles, my knees just would not work. My hips, oh my god, my hips, when it came to having to sit up or any position where I'd have to have hip movements, it was painful. It was absolutely painful. I can't believe I actually forgot, honestly, how bad sickle cell can get. Like, don't get me twisted, I know it can get really bad, but when you haven't had a crisis like that in a long time, when it hits you out of nowhere, you are so dazed and confused because you used to a gradual build up to a crisis. You're not expecting it to come and hit you out of nowhere. Well, you don't get a say, really. I've always said that you don't get a say. My shoulders, I could not move. My arms, my fingers, I couldn't talk properly. I had pain all in my stomach. I had pain in my back. So as you can tell, I was very uncomfortable, very unhappy, very angry. I did call 111, by the by. With everything going on, obviously, the system that I was put under was very confused. Even though I had sickle cell and I was told that I have to tell them straight away that I have sickle cell and I have acute chest syndrome, obviously I still had to go through the COVID-19 checks. But it was very, okay, your chest is tight, you've got pain everywhere. They instantly put me under that barrier, and it took a lot before they would actually deal with me. By the time I was dealt with, they had said to me that they thought I should come in, but then they also told me to stay home. So I stayed home. They told me to come in, but they said for my own safety to stay home. I'm going to listen to them for my own safety. Because at that point, I had already come to terms with, this is a hospital crisis. I needed the hospital. I needed antibiotics. I needed to be flushed. I needed to be in the hospital. And I was happy to throw my hands up and say I want to go. But it was too risky. So I had to call my GP in the morning, who I then explained I can't take the oxycodone. As I have told all of you guys before, I get quite addicted to oxycodone. To which he then gave me more. I actually have a bag on my vanity of just oxycodone. Just lots and lots of oxycodone. So I had to go and start taking that. It did start to work, but I was only getting like 15 to 25 minutes of sleep. And then that started to cause a bit of a problem in terms of eating and wanting to drink anything. I didn't want to do any of that. I couldn't seem to get any rest, not because I was in a lot of pain, obviously we do know that I was in a lot of pain, but because my family was so worried. They called me constantly. Now, I'm not upset by it because my family do worry about me and I love them to death, but it would be, they'd call me, I'd answer, and they'd be like, why did you answer, go sleep? But my phone's on vibrate because I need to be able to contact mum, even though my mum is down the hallway. If I can't get up or she can't hear me, if I'm calling her, I have to call her. Or she will have to message me to see if I'm alright, or if she's busy or she's had to run to the shops just to make sure I'm okay. So yeah, I hardly really did get any rest because mainly my grandma, I love you grandma, but she was panicking. She kept telling me to go to the hospital, but I'm also trying to follow what the NHS have been telling me to do, which is stay in my house. As much as I needed the hospital, they told me to stay in my house. And my grandma didn't accept that. But we'll get to that part of the story. I do love you, grandma. So I know I didn't really get much sleep. I can actually tell you, I didn't sleep properly for 4 weeks. And to be fair, my sleeping pattern still isn't back to normal. Like, I have days where I will sleep constantly, then I have days that I'm up all night, but I think that's because of the amount of medication I had to be on. So after that, it got to a point where it was just like, okay, this is not calming down. 3 days in and my whole body was still hurting, but then by this point it was starting to move. Now, I don't know about the rest of you sicklers, but after a certain amount of days, for me, my pain tends to move. Like, if it's a light crisis or a crisis that's irritating but I can kind of manage, it does move till it settles. But in this case, because it was everywhere, it just kept bouncing from place to place and it wasn't settling. But by, I think it was about the 3rd or the 4th day, it finally settled in my left leg. It got so bad that my leg under my knee went purple, and then I had this gigantic swelling on my knee. It was horrible. You can still actually see just a bit of it. Like, it's a really tiny bump now. It's not as bad as it used to be. But for some reason it was just clogged all in there, and then I had to deal with pain all down this arm, and I had searing headaches. But I get searing headaches anyway, so I didn't really think much of it. Which I actually, now I think about it, I should have, because I've had 3 strokes. Memory, I don't even know how many strokes I've had. Anyways, it finally settled, but it was painful. As soon as it settled, I thought, okay, it's settled, I don't have to worry about it. Honey, no. The burning over my whole body did not stop. It was aggravating. I'm actually about to put in a clip for you here so you can see it. Now, before this clip plays, I just need to explain to you, this is one of the reasons why it has taken me so long to give you this video. I have been so nervous about the next few clips I'm about to show you, and I was scared. I will be honest, I was genuinely scared. More so because the latest amount of judgment I was going through from friends and people that I thought understood me, it made me go back into that shell again, and I was frightened. I was scared about I was going to be judged, because it's bad enough when people do see it and they're not used to it. They think I'm lying, or they think I'm just crying for attention. Honey, no, I'm genuinely in pain. So here it is. They are cut quite a bit because, one, I was in a lot of pain, so filming was very difficult. Two, I do look a mess, honey. Sickle cell is not glamorous. You are about to see me with some outlandish hair and crying, and I'm probably not gonna make a lot of sense because I am completely high. On one of the videos, I think I had morphine in my system, so I was quite gone, but still in a lot of pain. And for those that don't understand, yes, no matter how much strong painkillers we get pumped, we still feel that pain. It will just calm us down. It doesn't stop anything, it just calms us down. So here it is, a few clips of my crisis. Hi guys, it is, what time is it? It is 19 minutes past midnight on the 16th of April, and I am in pain. I have pain everywhere. I'm unable to keep still. I'm quite angry. I'm extremely tired. Extremely tired. I've not been sleeping properly. As you can see, I have my Zimmer frame, we'll call it. That's what it's called. And my crutch over there at the back. I don't usually show you guys the amount of pain I'm in. But I figured that I would show you what I'm trying to. Oh, this is so painful. My main issue right now is my leg and my lower back. Because those are the two things right that I can't really move right now. Oh gosh. Don't ask me to get off the bed. Because I'm not going to be going anywhere for now. I've got so far 3 heat packs. And I've got my painkillers at the ready. This is so tiring because your body won't let you sleep, and all it does is it hurts, like, constantly. You feel like screaming half the time, but you can't because it won't do anything for you. And then you try to stay focused, and sometimes that doesn't always help because the pain is just too intense. And if I could scream, I really would. I'm so uncomfortable, and then I'll be like this for the rest of the evening. I think I've slept like an hour throughout the whole day. I don't really do anything else. At least I'm able to talk to you, because in the morning I can't talk to anybody. The pain is so bad. But I think I'm gonna sign off here now, because my painkillers are due. This pain really hurts. Good night, guys. But now this video has finally come to an end. I'm about to end on a very positive note. I am feeling very happy. I am quite healthy, and I'm gonna keep up and up to date with my health, and hopefully everything in this world will get better, because 2020 has been a movie and it's only just really started. We're only 6 months in. So I want to leave a little positive note with you. With everything going in the world, don't forget to look after yourself, and remember, things will get better eventually, and that there is always a rainbow somewhere. With all this doom and gloom, I think we need a little bit of positivity in our lives. I hope all of my warriors are well and healthy and are looking after themselves, and I will see you again in 2 weeks with a video, and you will see me. I'm better now. I will see you soon, lovely warriors.